Okay, let's see if it works this time. Wow. Hey, Susan. How's it going, girlfriend? Susan, can you hear the TV in the background? I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but I want to make sure. I'm good, thank you. Well, Susan, have you butchered very many chickens? And you looked in their gizzards? I have a gizzard I split open, a couple of them, and I'm surprised at all the stuff that's inside the gizzards that hasn't been processed. And I don't think I'm going to put my chickens, because of this, don't think I'm going to put my chickens on a heavily mulched. I believe I'll take the mulch out of the chicken coop because of this, because there's a lot of mulch inside their gizzards. Oh, goodness gracious. It has been a very, very busy day. Are you still there, Susan? What are the channels showed? What are the channels showed up really up close? It was really interesting to see just how much wasn't digested. Yes, that's what I was wondering, and I think it's because I put mulch in there. So I don't know if I'm going to put mulch anymore in their thingy. Hey, Nancy. I thought about showing it, but it might gross somebody out. So I'm not sure I know you, but hello. Let's see here. That's why you put a disclaimer if you're crazy. Don't look. I find it really interesting. Well, I found it really interesting too. Um, do you two girls want to see it? I was amazed at how much mulch and stuff was inside their gizzard. And I don't know if Shadow is a girl or a boy. or Sweden. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know if that's I got a lot of stuff to show you guys. That's why. Oh yes. If y'all don't mind, I mean, if you mind, say something or just look away, I guess. But this is the one gizzard, and it has more like, you know, I give them a lot of Biden weed and stuff like that, and you can see the remains of the stalks that they ate. I've been subscribed to you for a while, and I am a male. Cool. What is your name? I'm sorry. I'm bad with names and stuff like that. And I haven't been doing a lot of live, so my memory is really bad. Now this is the other gizzard, and look at how much mulch is in there. I mean, that's heavy duty mulch in there. Big old chunks of stuff, and it makes me wonder if that's why my Jordan. Okay, cool. Thank you for coming in. It makes me wonder if that's why my chickens didn't grow out as fast. So we have done altogether 11 now, and I still have 15 to go. So I said I'm going to wait till next week because they're still kind of small. Hey, Teresa, have your chickens ever looked like this? They're gizzard. Trying to keep the glare off. Look at all that mulch in there. So maybe the mulch is keeping them from being able to digest their food as fast, you know? So, well, Teresa, I know knows this. I don't know if you other people, girls and boys know this. No, I've never seen that. Well, I cleaned out the gizzards and everything. I really didn't let anything go to waste this time. I'm going to freeze dry the feet I'm going to cook them a little bit first to get some of the goodness out of them. And then what's left of them, I'm going to freeze dry and give it to the dogs for treats. I may cut them in smaller pieces, though. I don't know. Mr. Chester outside, he got one that I had cooked a little bit too long in the pot, and he wolfed it down. He loved it. But he did take a longer time eating that than he does anything else I've ever given him. That makes me think that they're getting full on the mulch and not their food, and that would slow down their growth. Yes, that's what I was thinking. So, you know, they're still eating it just as much, gotta say. So, I don't know. Wow, I got 57 emails or text messages. Where is that picture I was going to show you? This is what I did Saturday night. There's a picture. That's how big of an egg that I had on my foot. And this is the top. That's the top. How big it was puffed up when it very first happened. Okay. So now, this is what it looks like today. It's just a little bruised and just a little raised. But I was really, really surprised. I put it on. No, this is what it is today. You can tell it's a little bit bruised and a little bit raised, but sorry, got my pictures messed up. So Saturday night, I was, those chairs that are metal and they have the material stuff on them. Well, I have them out there, and I was moving one for some reason. I don't know why I was moving it, and I put it towards me. And when I put it towards me, my fingers literally came off of it, and it went straight down on my foot. I let a beller out. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. Anyways, it swelled up. I iced it and everything, and I thought for sure it was broken. And I just prayed when I went to bed that night. Well, I had everybody else praying for me. I immediately put on Facebook, please pray for my foot, because I can't afford no doctor's visit. So I prayed before I went to sleep that night. I said, Lord, please let me get a good night's sleep. Let me be able to get up and go to church and for whatever, please, if this is broken, let me know so I can go and get it fixed instead of stepping on it anymore. I woke up, because I know me, I'll wake up and step out on it and not even realize, and then like be in the floor. So I woke up the next morning and it hurt. It was sore. It really is still sore. But I could walk on it. And I was like, yes, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I mean, it was really bad. The pictures doesn't even show justice of how bad it was. Yeah, I'm glad it's not broken too. So, Jordan, do you homestead? So I want you to know I'm so very, very, very disappointed in Joanne Fabrics. Gotta say. For somebody going out of business. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're selling stuff, but at 2% off. There's a few things that are 40% off, but not very many. I'm used to going to closeouts or sellouts or whatever, closing stores, and then be 60 or 70% off, all the way up to 90% off sometimes. And granted, I know they don't want to lose any more money, but they still got to pay employees, right? But yeah, I was very, very, very surprised at the whole thing. I just was like, and they were selling it, but I'm like, I can't believe anybody paid that, because they can go over to Hobby Lobby every other week and buy material for 40% off or 30% off. I think it's 30% off. Still more than 20. And every other week it's 30% off of the yarn. So, I mean, I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy nothing. I went over there and I said, okay, I'm going to spend this amount of money. I don't want to spend any more, because I really want to get some stuff at a really good price, and I don't want to pay, full price or, more than what I need to. Well, I could just stick with Hobby Lobby, and really stinks, because I mean, Hobby Lobby's got as some material and stuff like that, but not like enough for me. my girlfriend was telling me that her friend said that Walmart in Duluth still has material. Go figure, right? And like I was telling Diane, I said, they have these little things of fat quarters, and I think they're like 4 or 5 fat quarters. A fat quarter is only like a 12 by 12 piece of fabric, or maybe it's 14 by 14. I think it's 12 by 12 though. I'll have to look up that dimensions, but some of the koozies that I make doesn't even make for that size. So I don't know. Shadow Scout Suede, do you do homesteading? So anyways, I don't want to pay $3 and something for 4 or 5 pieces when you can buy a yard of fabric on sale for $4 at, and sometimes cheaper than that. So it's really, fat quarters is not my friend. I don't really, and whoever thought of making the what are those things called? Jelly rolls. They're called jelly rolls. Whoever made those, started making them, had, some real good thing. They're really making good money on those. Just gotta say. But it's really nice because you have so many, and you can make a whole quilt with it. I live in an apartment, so I don't have the possibility to do homesteading, and I would love to have one, but the property prices are high and I can't afford it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I don't know if you've seen the green stalks that I grow in. Man, they're really, really good. You can grow just about anything in them. I don't know if you have a balcony or a porch or anything like that, but they're really nice. You can even grow them inside. I really love them. In fact, I love them so much I got 5 of them. And I can't wait to go on sale in May so I can get another one. Hopefully I can get another berry color, but I don't know. They'll probably be out they'll probably change the colors again by then. So I have a balcony. Ooh. Have you seen green stalks? Do you know what I'm talking about? Let's see if I've got a picture in here somewhere of my green stalks. These are my green stalks. And they are real. I have one more green one, and I really, really love them. And those, y'all remember I had told you about David getting me some strawberry plants. I need to go over to Home Depot later today and see if they've got any. And that would be really super cool. And see if they've got some more. I need to put some more strawberries in there. Strawberries do really, really good. So I can buy those here. Quick, that's awesome. And you know what's really awesome about them is if you get the turner thingy to where you can move them and turn them. I've got one that's got a roller. I prefer to put it in a specific spot and then be able to turn it around. If you don't, if you do that and you like say you have the sun coming down, you know, um, and it only hits one side of it, you can turn it halfway through so the other side gets stuff too. You can get cheaper ones too. I have two, but they are not brand name. I grow annual herbs on my porch in them. Yes, you can. You can get the inexpensive ones at they're like a 4-pot, but you need to make sure you put holes in the bottom of them. Um, from Dollar Tree, but they won't last, and mine especially out in the sun too much. Mine just fall apart. Planting with plants that grow up a trellis. Yes, yes, that's so true. You can make a trellis on just a regular pot and put your tomatoes right there on the trellis too. There's a lot of things you can do on a porch. I should probably clear off my front porch and do that so you guys could see how easy it would be to make. But I don't want to put my green stalks back out front because I'm scared somebody's going to steal them. Isn't that awful? One of mine have had 3 years was on Amazon. Oh, okay. I didn't know Amazon carried those kind. Now, I think Dollar General has one that's a little bit more sturdier, that type of stacking pottery thingy too. And I have clay pots out there for strawberries. I have tried and tried and tried to do them in those clay pots. The problem with that is the clay pot gets what do you call it? It dries out too much. It takes away from there. So I am going to empty out those, and I'm going to put plants in it that don't need very much water. And then I'm going to put something underneath them so that the water, like a tray or something that's about that thick. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So that they can wick up the water. Watch your sun exposure on your balcony. You can also check with your city sometimes. There's community gardens. Yes, there is. And there's a fella down in South Florida that has a business. I think he's given it to his son. I can't think of his name right now. Pete at Green Dreams, I think. I think his name is Green Dreams or something like that. Pete Carbotis. I can't pronounce his last name either. Anyways, he's done several videos on this guy's place. This guy makes his money. He's got his mom's property, and I think 2 other neighbors. One of them might be a relative too. And he is using their front yards as gardens. I mean, it's really kind of cool. If you can talk somebody into letting you use their yard and like give them part of the produce and stuff, that would be a really cool thing too. Family daughter has them really big stacking pots like that. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. They can be expensive, but when I get them is usually at Christmas and Mother's Day because that's when they're the cheapest. And they just had one that I was really, really, really tempted to get. And it was two of them, one of the regular thingies and one smaller. And I said, I better not do that. Now, you also don't have to stack them as high as I've got them. And you can stack them even higher, I think. But the integrity of the tiers, the 5 tier is a little bit more hunky. The 7 tier is a little bit less hunky, I would say. I prefer the 5 tier one. I know it gives me less places to plant in, but I really do like them. And let's see, what else? What else did I want to talk to you guys about? My brain is just... Oh, I'm going to Georgia for the weekend because there's a lot of stuff that I need that I have hauled off to Georgia and put in storage. One of them is my incubator. So I am hand turning I want to say 25 eggs in there, maybe 26, something like that. 26, I think. Maybe 31, I don't know. Quite a few eggs I'm turning daily. And of course, they got to hatch Friday when I'm going to be gone. They should start hatching out Friday. And so that's something else Becky's got to do is she's got to turn them. Probably on Thursday, but stop turning them probably Thursday. If they start hatching them, I don't want her to turn them anymore. But yeah, poor thing. We've got to set that up too, Becky. Okay, don't let me forget. Can you hear me? I said we have to set the brooder up in case those chicks start hatching. Anyways, so I'm really excited about those hatching. It's not my perfect time of the year. I should have gotten some hens while I was getting the broilers, but I was being cheap, and I said, "No, I'll just wait." So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy the different tractor supplies and stuff like that, and see if I can't find some from them too. Because David wants to redo his chickens are getting older, and he wants to take them and process them and so on. So, yep. What is that smell, Becky? Did we turn off that burner? Rebecca. Just looked. Walmart online has the 5 tier for $30 choice of 5 different colors. Great deal. Oh, yeah. On wheels too. I'll have to check that out, Teresa. I may just look into that. I really like the thickness of these, and how good they hold up. So if they're as good as these, I might invest in some of those. Knock that drink over. You're gonna knock it over. Becky, do you smell something? Will you hold it? Is there anything in there?
want me to take it from you? What, Mom?
Do you smell something?
No.
Did we turn off that flame out there?
Yes, Mom.
You know I'm paranoid.
Are you still online?
Mm-hmm.
Then quit talking to me.
Do you hear that? Are you still online? Yes. Well, then quit talking to me.
Talk to your friend.
I am talking to my friends and you. So, anyways, yeah, I'm kind of a wimp. I can't believe I haven't got more of these chickens done. But that's life, right? I am going to send a cooler home with you so that next time you can bring up some ice for me. Stop talking to her. I better stop talking to her. So let's see. What else did I? Oh, I had Mom overnight last night. Honey, I'm telling you something. She didn't move at all during the night. She slept all night long. And it was like, I think it was around 7:30 before she started stirring. Is that crazy or what? She sleeps so well here. So well. I just can't get over how well she sleeps. Now, I know that my sister wakes her up in the night to go to the bathroom and stuff like that, but I don't see that that's necessary. I think she should be able to sleep all the way through. I take her to the bathroom several times before we go to bed at night, and she doesn't have real bad accidents here, so. And I have a pad on the bed so she can't wet the bed, so. And she wears a diaper, so it's not a big deal to me. Jump in the shower the next morning and you're all good, right? But she's doing really good. She's a little bit more spicy today. She's kind of, and she was yesterday too. When she got here, she was a little sluggish, so, but she spiced up. But Friday, she never stopped going from the time she got up. She went and took a little cat nap about an hour after she got here. And then she got up and she is wide awake and very, very active. So that's making me feel good. Oh, wow. $74? I'm going to have to look at that. I really love the green stalks. I really do, because of the thickness. And I mean, I've dropped them. They bounce. They don't break. They don't crack, nothing. And I just absolutely love them. I thought about putting up, I have some kind of code for people to get 10% off or something like that, but I haven't even bothered with it. I really should get active on all the things that I do, even the freeze dryer. Oh my goodness. If you guys knew all the things that I freeze dried, you go, wow. And things I've thought about freeze drying too, but I want to get these silicone molds that will hold like an ounce or two. And I'd like to get those so that what I really want to do is I want to put my bone broth and stuff like that, liquid stuff that I'm doing, put that inside those and freeze them, and then just lay them all out and freeze dry them, and then they'll be in little blocks, and I can just pull out one block, or I can even leave them in the freezer in little blocks. So I need to get those molds. Yes, I should video some more of that. I think I'm going to start doing more of that too. I just haven't been doing. I've been so busy. I haven't been doing any freeze drying lately. Yes, it is. It is hard to do. Um, and some things I'm like, well, do they really want to see me put another thing in the freeze dryer? There's so many people that do them, you know. But I am going to do. I will do some freeze drying and put it up for you, Teresa, because I really love to do that. I was thinking about. I still can't figure out. We need to do a collaboration that is totally different from any of the others. And I can't figure out what to do. You know, everybody's done the biggest tomato and all that kind of stuff, but or biggest watermelon, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I don't want to do something like that. Same with everything we do, though. How many tomato planting videos are there? Exactly. And, you know, I mean, you know what we should do a video, a collaboration on? Who has inspired us to change the way we grow things? Um, that would be a good video. You know, because I grew things for years and certain ways. And, you know, there's, I don't want to say because we might do that. So there's one particular person that's passed away now that influenced me greatly on how I plant things and what I use to plant them with. So we might, that's a good collaboration, I think, Teresa. We need to talk about that whenever we get time. Um, I know he was. I loved him so much. He just was down to earth. You know, I think I even met him one time. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. I don't think he ever went to Deep South, and I don't ever remember meeting him at. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I ever met him in life, but I talked to him a lot. And believe you, it was one of the few that would really answer you and answer your questions. So I'm gonna leave it there before I give away everything, right? Now, let me take a poll. What would you guys like to see me freeze dry? You know what I think I'm going to do? I'll have to think about that one before I say anything else. I have to bounce out. Need to get some rest. I'll see you later. All right, honey. Take care. Thanks for coming in. Oh. So, what time is it? Oh, it's close to time. Fruit and meat. Yes. Okay. So, one of the things I'm going to do is, since I've got all the chicken and everything that I'm doing, I'm going to roast the bones and stuff like that, and I'm going to take the meat that I get off of that, and I'm going to freeze dry it and put it in jars. Um, I wanted to can some chicken too, but I just haven't had time. I mean, this is crazy. Oh, and yes, I'm going to do a video on dog treats because I'm going to do um, the feet and the gizzards. I think I'm going to cut the gizzards in half or maybe quarter them so that it'll be smaller pieces because they'll wolf that whole thing down in a minute. But I'd like to see if the gizzards come out where they're still kind of tough. You know, I don't like gizzards. I don't know if you guys like to eat gizzards or not. They're just not my thing. Now I love liver. I took all the liver for myself, I gotta say. In fact, the first night, the night that we cleaned them, that's what I had for dinner was liver and mashed potatoes. Boy, was that ever good. We definitely need to do a collaboration on need to do a collaboration and open one. Get yours involved. Yes. I want to see freeze dry your chocolate fruit. Okay. I'm hoping that all of them haven't fallen off. I've got to go out there and check. I have freeze dried some of those fruit, but I want to do them in a different way. I don't want to do them with just the fruit. I want to make, in fact, Teresa, didn't you use, um, um, I want to make the mousse that you made. And I think you used whipping. No, you didn't use whipping cream. You used whipped cream, didn't you, to do that? I love liver and onions, chicken or beef liver. I love liver. I really do. I It makes me sad whenever I hear somebody that don't like liver. It kind of like it surprises me. It is a strong flavor. And if it's not cooked right, it can be awfully chewy. Um, but I really love it. And the first time I ever had beef liver, because that's not something that ever came in our house, we couldn't afford it, was my grandmother. Um, I mean, my grandmother. My grandmother bought all the groceries and she bought chicken livers to make for dinner. But I was in beauty school. I was 15. And there was this little Chinese lady that I went to school with. I think her name was Chin or that's going to be pulling some long time memory out, and that ain't going to happen. I don't remember what her name was, but she was really super cool. She took me to her house. She said, "You like liver?" I said, "Yes, I love liver." She said, "You ever have beef liver?" I said, "No." She said, "You're going to have a delicious lunch. Come on, girl." So we went over to her house, and she fried up that liver, and I was like, oh my gosh. We had fried liver and fried rice. Oh my gosh, I ate until I could barely move. I said, girl, you can cook. It was delicious. Yes, Cool Whip. Okay. Was that all that you put in it was Cool Whip? Mix it with Cool Whip? I have to get out there and see if there's any fruit that are hanging still. I think there's still some fruit on there, but they're dropping so fast and I can't really see any close to me. But anyway, so I'm going to get my cake tools out, and I'm going to make, I'm going to put it in a cake bag and make little spots for them for treats for the kids. I think that would be so delicious. They love them. Also, um, um, I should probably, I could probably make pancakes with that too. I don't remember, but maybe sweetener. Oh, okay. Probably because, yeah, School Whip's not very sweet. Yeah. So I will probably make that mixture up and freeze dry them in dots so that you could just pop them in your mouth um, and eat them for a snack. And I think that's a good snack. Um, I have been making a lot of ice cream for the kids lately, but I took up the space that the ice cream little thingy fits in, so I've got to clear out some stuff out of the freezer. I've got some bones in there that I really, really, really need to roast up. They were cut, and you're supposed to be able to make some kind of delicious something other with the marrow that's inside the bone. But I think I'm going to just roast them up and use it as bone broth for soups and stuff. And see, that's what's really neat about that. If I roasted those up really nicely and pulled all that drippings and stuff in and put those in those little cups, even if it was a half a cup or a quarter cup, I could put them in there and I could just pull out one and pop it in something. Some people are powdering up their stuff, and that's fine and dandy. But sometimes you want to just, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want all the little giblets and stuff to be like powdered to nothing. Don't it sound good? I'm gonna have to do that. I could just and just go ahead and, since I'm strapped for time, I could go ahead and roast those and put those in jars and pressure can them instead of getting it ready for the freeze dryer. And then if I want to do the freeze dryer later, I could do that too. But we'll see. Anyways, any prayer requests, guys? Nancy, how is your um how is your identity thing going? I've been praying, and I haven't heard you talk much about it. Is that still ongoing? Are you having problems? I know it's around tax time, so I know you may have problems again. How's your eyes doing, Teresa? So I have to tell you guys an answered prayer. I don't know if I remember last time we were praying for Lance, my pastor Lance. But I don't remember if I told you much. He went for an over the road job. He'd be gone all week, and then on the weekends he'd be home so he could still preach and everything. And he got there and something happened and he didn't end up taking that job. He was going for training. and he didn't end up taking that job. So he came back home and he got another job that was in town in Thompson, and it's Monday through Friday, and he doesn't have to be gone over the road. Good, right? God answers prayers. I told him, I said, patience. Patience, patience. Don't let her get into my stuff, Becky. If she's touching papers and stuff, she needs to leave it alone.
Stop, Mom. It's all right, Grandma. Don't fall on the floor now. Okay. It scared me.
Same still, I got spots
Stand
been
next to you.
doing the castor oil, but no improvement. So I want to ask you, Teresa, too. Is there anything? Okay, you know I was on blood thinners. And you know I eat a lot of stuff, a lot of greens, a lot of stuff that is very blood thickening, I think. Is there anything that I could eat or drink to thin my blood down? Because I don't want my blood to clot like it's clotting. I don't want to throw any blood clots. And by the way, Rob, we were praying for Rob too, and he is at home and in stable condition. Please still for my family. Yes, okay. Just give time. Lisa, Nicole said it didn't happen overnight, and it will. It will. Can't fix it overnight. And that's the thing about natural medicine. It doesn't always fix it overnight, but it does fix it, and it fixes it better than the chemical stuff that we are stuck with by the doctors. Vitamin E, avocados, and cayenne pepper help prevent blood clots. Yes, okay. I have to write that down. Vitamin E, C-A-C-A-T-O-S, and C-Y-C-A-Y. Peppers. Now, I don't know how much I can do with a cayenne pepper. I do like avocados a lot, so I'll put more of those in my diet. You know, when I was on Coumadin, they wouldn't let me eat grapefruit. Does grapefruit make you clot or thicken up, or does it thin your blood? That's what I want to know. From the Green Pharmacy book. Cool. Okay, I will definitely. Thank you for looking that up for me. How do you like my cup? Look at my cup. Look what it says in there, Ephesians 2:8. Is that gorgeous or what? My girlfriend bought that for me. I love cups, especially ones that say beautiful things. And I'm going to read that for you. Ephesians 2:8 says, "For by grace are we saved through faith, and not, and that not of ourselves, yourselves. It is the gift of God. In other words, when you accept Christ in your heart, it's a gift and it can never be taken away. God would not take away a gift that he gave to you for free. Grapefruit thins the blood, but can be too much with medications. That's what I was wondering. I've been wanting some grapefruit so bad. Nancy, it's just says use some cayenne on your food. Well, that is what I am doing. Hot eggs in the morning. Video coming in and inflammation. Ooh. Now, see, I have to worry. Thank God it's only you ladies on here. That's what I have to worry about, because when spicy stuff goes through me, so I have to really be careful about the spicy stuff, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and pray, and we'll get off of here, okay? Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do for us, Lord. I pray that you continue to heal Teresa's eyes and her other aches and pains that she has all the time, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you lift everything up. You know, I've been praying for her. She's been on my heart lately. Lord, help her to be able to tell more people. I know it's been on both of our hearts to be able to tell more people about you, Lord. Give her the mouth that she needs to be able to talk more about you to anyone and everyone. The same as me, Lord. I have a burden, and we've talked about it, and I know she does too. So I pray, Lord, that her ministry with the buckets will reach lots of lives and save them and bring them to you, Lord. And let them not be homeless anymore, Lord. I lift up Nancy, and I pray, Lord, that you continue to bless her and heal her in every way. And with this crazy identity thing, please get that all straightened out for her, Lord. Lord, I'm not sure what Susan's family needs, but you know what the needs are, and I pray, Lord, that you fulfill those needs and bless that family and give them peace and your love and tranquility, Lord. I thank you for all that you do for us. I thank you for my daughter coming up here. As many times as we've tried to do chickens and not got them done, I still thank you that she's able and willing to come up here and help me, Lord. Thank you for my grandbabies, and thank you for my children. Thank you for David and all my friends, Lord. Thank you for everything that you do for me, and thank you that I get to spend this precious time with my mother and that I can be with her through this awful sickness. And Lord, help me to have patience where sometimes I don't have any. But I thank you, Lord, that I'm able to do this and be able to have fond memories of her joking with me still and just the goofy things that we do together, Lord. And I thank you again for all that you do for us. In your precious name, amen. Well, folks, I'm a little bit past, but I didn't get on till a little bit late. So, anyways. And I'm having back trouble too, so y'all say a prayer for my back, please. Awesome. I am using it so that I won't have blood clots anymore. And for the inflammation, yes, the blood clots are that's what I'm concerned with, because I can cut myself and I don't bleed, which is not good. And if I do bleed, it's not very much. It clots up very fast. And I've been having a lot of aches and pains, and I'm afraid that I'm throwing little clots. So I need to clear that up. So thank you, sweetheart. Y'all have a fabulous day. And tomorrow, Teresa will be on at... Don't you get on at noon your time? I don't remember. Teresa, put up when you get on. It's so hard for me. Ouch! Ouch! Oh, I want to cuss right now. That hurt really bad. Oh, right in the socket of my knee. Yes. Planning on it 11 Central, so that'd be 12 my time. Sweet. And I am going to put that in my phone. I don't know why my phone's not going off. I put that before. Maybe I erased it somehow. Well, your time, Kathy. Yes. So I don't know what that is. I just put it on 12 p.m. on repeat on Tuesdays. I don't know why it wasn't on here. Maybe it went off and I didn't know what it was for. I don't know. Sometimes I've got a bad habit of pushing the button because it's Raising Cane, and I'm like, forget to look why it's Raising Cane. Gotta get busy. Hugs all. All right, y'all. Have a great day. I'm getting off here too. I love you. Thank you for everyone coming in. I'll see you next time. Bye now.